Hi there everyone, how are you doing? I've had quite a busy week, so apologies I've not been on as much as usual. Hope you're having a good weekend. Well, they're having a busy weekend in Reading, Berks County. This Chesa Mannion, many of you will already recognise her. This is from this weekend's Philly Inquirer. So she has been featured at the Philly Inquirer for speaking out about her own child abuse. And the particularly interesting thing about her case was that Stephen Lett was very aware of her child abuse. And don't forget, it was Stephen Lett that said the child abuse within Jehovah's Witnesses was apostate-driven lies, quote. So herself and some others are campaigning at Jehovah's Witness Convention at Santander Stadium in Reading today. They do have a news crew there and a documentary crew there. So still that pressure is rolling on. Now I'm going to give you the address below and pin to top of comments for Chesa Mannion's channel, because she's doing live streams from her channel today, so do please go on and support her there. Also, she has just put up a message that in the convention they've had an announcement telling people not to go outside for their lunch because the building is surrounded by apostates. Have you ever heard anything like it? Have you ever heard anything like it? They're just people being calm with information to help others, not ragey and nasty. And if someone is in the truth and they've got all this just so much spiritual help around them, then there's no problem, is there? They don't even need to be courageous, because there's nothing to be courageous against. There's just people with information if anyone wants it. That's no problem. So it's the org again just doesn't trust its own members. So there she is. This is from this weekend's article. Look, she says, not revenge, sparking ugly confrontation. Gather in front. Chance share painful experiences. In her case, it was when she was 5, and asking active witnesses to question the org's instructions to destroy records proving the child abuse. You must question that. This is your org. And these are your children. These may be your grandchildren, whatever. Because there will be grandchildren, because the end isn't coming when they say it. It never has done. So this reporter has really immersed himself in it. He's done a number of articles. I'll give you lots of links. I'll give you links to the video I did on this on her case. On Chesa's case, that they did a whole article on her, which very much showed the Stephen Lett connection and how his letter back to her father, who he knew because he'd brought her father into the org. It's just showing that he knew. Very important. So, witnesses from 13 countries attended similar protests at a Jehovah's Witness convention earlier this month in London. You see, in the wake of British authorities receiving reports of more than 100 child sexual assaults that occurred in numerous congregations, and as always, the organisation have declined to offer interview requests. When you have the truth, you stand proud and you say it. So it's good, all you people who are in London, people travel from all over the place to attend London. See, it's making the news in America as well. Now, this family, Martin and Jennifer, they were very much at the beginning of the stories that were coming out in this newspaper, and how they've suffered after, doing everything right, but the elders discouraged them from contacting police, even though they knew the identity of alleged attacker. Family relative John Logan Hoff. 26-year-old. He has been arrested now. He's receiving therapy as part of the agreement. So, at least while things are in process, one hopes that means all the children are safer. Jehovah's Witnesses didn't care. Watchtower didn't care if he was going to go on to abuse other children. It was just keep it quiet. So they got shunned for that. Some even held a wake in the memory. Heavens. So, visible presence, Pennsylvania grand jury report on decades of molestation that occurred in Catholic dioceses across the state. This isn't just about Jehovah's Witnesses. There are certain unique features about Jehovah's Witnesses and they'll go into a few other smaller sects, all smallish sects. I mean, Jehovah's Witnesses are small in themselves as well. But in Catholicism, you don't get shunned when you go to the police. Yeah. And, Jehovah's Witnesses, they've already to me online dribbling. Oh, but the Catholics. Yeah, but you're not in control of the Catholics. There's lots you can do to protect those children. But you are in control of your own Kingdom Hall, and you're putting money into an org, and you have the right to say. You'll find out that they will throw you out for it if you do speak up. But then you'll see the truth about the truth. Apostates, non-believers who can't be trusted. Rubbish. Because when you throw out your children, as you do, who's there for them? Not people nasty. People who know that pain. Apostate trope that we're all possessed by Satan. Yeah. Oh, I can't be bothered being possessed by Satan. Just can't be. Oh, I haven't got enough energy for all that stuff. It's silly. It's just too silly. And then you've got the thing of Jehovah's Witnesses official says to destroy records because Satan's coming after us. No, protecting children. Satan isn't the one who protects children. If in that case it's Satan that's going after the Catholic Church. So who's going after the Catholic Church? It's the same powers, the same forces that are going after Jehovah's Witnesses. She's formed a foundation. She's active, and she's also connecting up with other groups who deal with sexual abuse and abuse protection, etc. Very important. There are unique in different religions and different setups. There can be a uniqueness to that experience. Then there are other commonalities. And the more that all that's joined up, the stronger the voice is. So there he is again, David Gambacorta. Very good chap. Well, thank you for your time. Please do subscribe to Ches and Mannion. I'll give all the details and watch the. If you have time, please watch the live feeds and support, etc., etc. Thank you. Bye.